following is a political advert and does not reflect the views of Prime Television, but those of the content provider.
We will not rest until every Zambian family feels the benefit of this generational change.
Can we do more? Yes, we can do more. The work continues. We want to rest even more.
The preceding content is a political advert and does not reflect the views of Prime Television, but those of the content providers.
Hello, welcome to PTV2 News, home of breaking news, and we're coming live to you, live on TopStar Channel 110, Azam TV Channel 493, and we're also streaming live on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. 31 days away from the August 13 general elections. Now let's take a look at stories making headlines. 39-year-old LUSAKA lawyer Innocent NYAMBE and his 43-year-old elder sister Theresa NYAMBE, who were allegedly shot dead by Theresa's husband, have been put to rest. Chief SHAIBILA of the LALA-SPEAKING people of MKUSHI district in Central Province has called for a crackdown on illegal and undocumented immigrants in its chiefdom. Safe and recommended moisture levels in maize to begin purchasing from farmers. With the news in detail, I am Nikki Shabolio. 39-year-old LUSAKA lawyer Innocent NYAMBE and his 43-year-old elder sister Theresa NYAMBE, who were allegedly shot dead by Theresa's husband Clifford Chileshe on July 8, 2026, have been laid to rest in LUSAKA. According to police, the shooting followed a domestic dispute involving the couple. Chileshe allegedly shot the two siblings before turning the gun on himself. At the time of his death, Innocent NYAMBE served as registrar at the Office of the Public protector while NYAMBE was a health management information systems officer at Levi Mwanawasa University Teaching Hospital. Namangalwa Mushokabanji reports.
An accomplished Lusaka lawyer, Innocent NYAMBE, alongside his elder sister Theresa NYAMBE, have been laid to rest in Lusaka. This after their family and friends gathered to bid farewell and view their bodies during a church service that was held in their honor at St. Charles Luanga Catholic Parish Monday morning. The siblings were allegedly shot and killed on the 8th of July 2026 by Theresa's husband Clifford Chileshe following a misunderstanding. It is believed that Theresa, who worked for the Health Management Information System Unit at Levi Mwanawasa University Teaching Hospital, previously had a domestic dispute with her husband, leading to filing of a report with Kanyama Police Station under the Victims Support Unit. And Theresa, also with the help of her brother Innocent, were later shot together and killed at the family residence in Lusaka's Makeni area. And it is believed that Chileshe then turned the gun and fired, dying on the spot as well. Reporting for Prime Television News, Namangolwa Mshokamanji.
Moving on to Central Province, Chief SHAIBILA of the LALA-SPEAKING people of MKUSHI district has called on the Department of Immigration to intensify efforts to address the number of illegal and undocumented immigrants in his chiefdom. The traditional leader says the increasing number of presence of undocumented immigrants is a source of concern and has urged authorities to act swiftly before the situation escalates. Chief SHAIBILA has also appealed to the government to improve the condition of township roads in remarks when Central Province Permanent Secretary Miuna Mwanakampwe paid a courtesy call on the three traditional leaders of MKUSHI district. Joseph Shambihi has the details.
Central Province Permanent Secretary Miuna Mwanakampwe, accompanied by some provincial heads of government departments, paid a courtesy call on the three chiefs of the LALA and SHAIBILA speaking people in the MKUSHI district. These are Chief SHAIBILA, Chitina and Mulungwe. During the interaction, Chief SHAIBILA raised some concerns which need to be addressed in his chiefdom.
But did you also tell me, immigrants munchende kukomashi kumomboshi bumasasa abantu bombele nipo bwankuta bafura pandu abantu ngasabesa umaye musanga bati 10 balete babazawa twali kuta kwa master bafalos mashashayivi alerwe moyadi yadi kumyesu palace kuya twali pota 2 weeks tapalifya chike lati kwa dilanda abantu kwa dilanda badi ya kulichoma bafaruzayo PS basi kwa resources bazawa pandu fika fiona ula bantu wengi emkwaye kwekelea PS tule umba township roads tenga MKUSHI imyaka yafula mu 10 years township roads telepo mu MKUSHI.
In his response, Central Province Permanent Secretary gave hope.
The immigrants that His Royal Highness is talking about. Operations officer, let's manage that issue. We are grappling with cancelling of township road contracts. Successfully, we managed to have those contracts cancelled last year. Now we are retendering the township roads, Your Royal Highness. We are hopeful that our parents' wishes and desires will be once we begin doing the township roads.
Later, the Permanent Secretary and his team proceeded to Chiso to meet social cash transfer beneficiaries to conduct a spot check whether the government money is reaching the deserving people now that payments have been digitalized.
You keep them separately, one by one. In the next 2-3 days, in the Machamo run, Bafola. 2,700 weba lepoka social cash transfer. Inoenshita mweba lepoka social cash transfer Na mufika 10,056.
At the same event, 2 wheelchairs and crosses were given to those in need. Joseph CMB reporting, Prime TV News in MKUSHI, Central Province.
The Electoral Commission of Zambia, SHAIBILA, has assured the nation that the over 400,000 excess ballot papers printed in the presidential ballots are well accounted for and will be declared during the election process. SHAIBILA Commissioner McDonald Chipenzi, who led a team of stakeholders in witnessing the packing of ballot papers, says the Commission is committed to ensuring a transparent and credible election and will continue engaging the people. This is after some stakeholders raised concern on how the Commission will show clearly the number of ballots printed and what has been used during the election process. 9.1 million presidential ballot papers have been printed against the registered 8.7 million voters to allow for the printing of full ballot booklets, despite some polling stations having fewer number of registered voters. Here's a report.
Zambia heads to the polls. Progress has continued to be made in the printing of ballot papers for August general elections. So far, printing of ballot papers has been completed by the United Arab Emirates-based firm Al Baraya, who have printed a total of 9.1 million presidential ballot papers against 8.7 registered number of voters. This has been attributed to the printing of full ballot booklets, even for consumers with
based on gets trust. So either we can set it for 50 or we can set it for 100 for the handle workers to go inside and do. So if we put less number of sheets, then that particular story will be loose. So variable sheets cannot be stable information. That is one of the reasons all the election commissions are following the same standard, where they are making the books in the form of 50 or 100, and then they are rounding it closer to the nearest polling stations.
And speaking during an engagement with stakeholders, the Electoral Commission of Zambia has assured the nation that the nearly 400,000 excess ballot papers printed in the presidential ballots are well accounted for and will be declared during the election process.
Could include an item for transparency and disclosure to the people how many ballots are sent to a particular polling station?
Why don't we create a column that shows that okay, this polling station had only 202 people voting, but we have had, because of the system that is here, we have had to print 250.
As we go ahead, let's work it out in such a way that there's no room to leave this so-called excess. Because look, ECZ has control of these ballot papers.
Be assured, Mr. Mwenda, President Tonga, my comrade Council Chitanga, and the professor, and others, and the church, that all ballot papers will be accounted for at the polling station, as it has been accounted for from the time we started these elections.
Inclusion of voters with disabilities are Prime News, United Arab Emirates, Dubai.
You're watching PTV2 News, and we're coming to you live on TopStar Channel 110, Azam TV Decoder Channel 493, on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. Now take a break, but still to come, the Food Reserve Agency, FRA, says it has completed preparations for the 2026 crop marketing season and is ready to begin purchasing maize once the grain reaches the recommended moisture content for the long-term storage. Don't go away.
Welcome to the new world of entertainment in Zambia. Cartoons, music, news, movies, drama, series, documentaries, food, travel, the best from Hollywood and Bollywood, international football, including CAF competitions, La Liga, Serie A, German Bundesliga, Saudi League, Carabao Cup, Asian Championship, Barclays Women's League, local leagues, and much more. Grab your Azam TV decoder at 350 Zambian kwacha and full kit at 589 Zambian kwacha. Affordable monthly packages, 100 Zambian kwacha, 200 Zambian kwacha, and 300 Zambian kwacha. For more details, contact us on 971-246-222, 763-664-455. What's up? 77-500-0013. Azam TV, entertainment for everybody.
Not long ago, many children in Zambia did not go to school because their parents could not afford it. Today, 2.5 million children are back in the classroom, sitting on desks and being fed nutritious meals under the school feeding program. Markets are now peaceful with no kind of violence. Clinics stand where there were none. There's still much work ahead, jobs to create, futures to secure. And that's why Bali keeps working day after day. Because just as we delivered free education, we will keep delivering. For every child still waiting and every family still rising. Until progress is something every Zambian feels. We started the change. Now let's finish the job. The 13th of August 2026, vote for Hakainde Hichilema as President of the Republic of Zambia. And let us continue to move Zambia forward together.
As Zambia counts down to the 13th August general elections, PTV2 Zambia is your trusted source for every major update, every key development, and every decisive.
Campaigns are underway, promises are being made, and the battle for votes has officially begun.
During this election season, we will break down the 2026 general elections, comparing today's political landscape with 2021 and previous elections.
We'll analyze campaign promises, scrutinize manifestos, and we'll bring you in-depth coverage in 7 major local languages. Most importantly, we'll give the people the voice in frequencies like 1994. Because this election is all about the Zambian citizen. And when the votes begin to count, we'll be coming live from the MKUSHI International Conference Center, delivering verified, accurate, and up-to-the-minute results.
Stay tuned to PTV2, the home of breaking news.
Voting is one of the few moments where we all have a voice.
One person, one vote.
No titles, no status.
Just a choice.
It's not about doing nothing.
It's about showing up.
Because your vote matters.
It's easy.
It's important.
It's ours. Count me in.
Count me in. Count me in.
Count me in.
Count me in.
Count me in.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. The Food Reserve Agency, FRA, says it has completed preparations for the 2026 crop marketing season and is ready to begin purchasing maize once the grain reaches the recommended moisture content for long-term storage. Speaking during a media briefing, FRA Board Chairperson Suresh Desai said Zambia is projected to harvest a record 1.1 million metric tons of maize during the 2025-2026 agricultural season. The program. Favorite Chisi reports. For staying with us, let's now take a look at what the skies have in store for us. That's your weather forecast. We now continue with the rest of the news. Stakeholders in Monze district have welcomed the installation of the district's first ever street lights along the main road in the central business district, describing the project as a long overdue investment in public safety and economic growth. Speaking to PTV2 News, UPND presidential campaign team member Chizela Monga said the project marks a historic milestone for Monze. Meanwhile, Embassy of Love Church pastor Wells Chifunda said the project reflects the government's commitment to improving the welfare and safety of citizens. John Shikabe has more in the following report.
Residents of Monze district in Southern Province can now finally rejoice as their long-awaited dream of having streetlights along the main road has finally become commercy. The installation of the first ever streetlights in Monze district by the Road Development Agents has received widespread praise from various individuals and groups within the community. Gisela Monga, a member of the United Party for National Development presidential campaign team, expressed his delight in an interview with Prime TV. He described the streetlight as a historic milestone for Monze and commended the RDA for taking this much-needed step to improve the infrastructure and safety of the district.
Not only do they provide light, but they are also an economic factor. In light of the 24 hours tracking policy which was just approved, it allows people to move in the night without any conscious of being attacked by any judges. This kind of development we have seen of street lights should be extended to the small growth centers in the rural areas. Junkies are now everywhere. There is animosity growing among us, the youths. So if we have street lights even in the station, in the small suburbs of our villages through CDF, I think this is going to go a long way. This is development which our children are going to look back even 40 years from today.
The streetlights not only provide better visibility at night but also play a crucial role in enhancing the overall security of the area. With the main road now well lit, risk of attacks and accidents have significantly reduced, making it safer for residents to go about their daily activities.
You know, it's a wonderful thing, and I would love to commend that to the government, and I know that people also kept crying because many people hide in the darkness. You know, so kudos to the government for what they have done.
This has brought a sense of relief to the community who have long been concerned about the lack of adequate lighting on the main road. The new streetlights have also opened up opportunities for night trading, which is crucial for boosting the local economy. This development will not only benefit the traders but also contribute to the economic growth of Monze district as a whole. John Shikabe, Prime TV News in Monze district, Southern Province.
You're watching PTV2 News, coming to you live on TopStar Channel 110, Azam TV Decoder Channel 493, and streaming on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. Let's now take a look at our African proverb of the day. You're welcome to send in your proverbs in any local language, translated into English with the meaning included. You can send them to PTV2 at PTV2Zambia.com or PTV2Zambia@gmail.com. We continue with the rest of the news. A Jerabo-led cooperative in Chingola has commended President Hakainde Hichilema for handing over the OB19 and OB22 dam sites to the small-scale miners. Nchanga Ipopu Multi-Purpose Cooperative Group Chairman Godfrey Kapembwa says the move will create more jobs to the small-scale miners. He noted that the move will allow many Jerabos who have been jobless to have something to do and be able to put food on their tables. More in the following report.
Relief and hope has come in Chingola's mining community. This follows President Hakainde Hichilema's decision to hand over OB19 and OB22 dump sites to the small-scale miners during his recent visit to Kabod province. The Jerabo-led dialogue cooperative says the gesture will change many lives of the local people. Godfrey Kapembwa, chairman for Nchanga People Multipurpose Cooperative, says they commend President Hakainde Hichilema for handing over OB19 and OB22 to the Jerabos in Chingola district.
The president has done the big thing to the Chingola community. More especially so number if you are president at least nobody take away and Chingola. Me as a community leader of the Jerabos, our cooperative is mostly concerned with the young ones, the upcoming. So we are very happy for what the president has done. It will bring light to the Chingola community.
He has, however, emphasized on the need for safety as operations begin at the two sites.
Let's stick to the safety rules to avoid accidents, so that at least you can work without giving a pressure to the government. You know what happens when somebody dies. Yes. So as Jerabos, let's work together, let's work in order, let's work in harmony, let's not cause confusion over nothing.
Phineas Mbuzi is one of the cooperative members who also added his voice.
We are now hopeful that we will start having food on the table, because we are challenged just eating, because that's our livelihood and that's what we depend on as Chingola residents and as Jerabos.
For the Jerabos and for the community, we have decided to make available OB22.
President Hakainde Hichilema said equipment support will also be provided to ensure that mining at OB19 and OB22 is done legally and safely. Reporting for Prime TV News, Derek Chamba in Chingola District, Kabod Province.
Residents of Magero area in Diliko ward of Chipata Central constituency have welcomed the operationalization of the new maternity annex at Magero Post, constructed under the Constituency Development Fund. Ruth Piri, a local mother, says long distances to other health facilities had forced many women to deliver at home, increasing the risk of maternal deaths due to delivery complications. Speaking during the commissioning of the facility, Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Paul Tole, who was represented by Chipata City Council Town Clerk Jovax Ngoma, said the maternity annex reflects the government's continued commitment to improving access to quality health care and ensuring development reaches every community through decentralization and the CDF. Details are in the following report.
The first ever maternity annex has been opened at Magero Health Post in Magero area of Chipata District. The construction and operationalization of this maternity annex has excited the local residents. Speaking during the commissioning of the facility, Chipata City Council Town Clerk Jovax Ngoma, who represented Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Paul Tole, said that the construction of the maternity annex will improve antenatal and postnatal services, increase institutional deliveries, and reduce risks which comes with home deliveries.
This facility is a clear demonstration of government's continued commitment under the leadership of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. to improving access to quality healthcare services and ensuring that development reaches every community through decentralization and the constituency development fund.
And Magwero Community Chairperson Reverend Emmanuel Zulu highlighted that the facility will serve a population of approximately 6,000 people and will cut down on transport costs.
Magwero community sindiseba muno kwambiri ndiseba bantu bambiri tili pafupi 6,000 kutanthauza kuti ife bene bake tili muno patawi mozi tili nsonga nzatu ochoka pafupi pa Malawi apa ndiye chilengesa tinene kuti community yatu approximately kapena mukuyerekeza 6,000 vantu amene atandizika patala chatu chino.
Meanwhile, Eastern Province Health Director, represented by Dr. Bernard Chimungu, the provincial public health specialist, thanked government for prioritizing the construction of the maternity annex.
This annex is more than just a building. It is a lifeline for the mothers and children in our district. Mothers will no longer be forced to walk long distances or risk their lives. Instead, our mothers will now give birth in a clean, safe, and dignified space under the care of skilled health workers.
The maternity annex was constructed at a cost of over 1 million kwacha. Christopher Basilio Banda, Prime TV News in Chipata, Eastern Province.
That item brings us to the end of the news on PTV2, the home of breaking news. But before we sign off, for business owners, traders, and everyone closely watching the economy, it's time to turn our attention to the money markets. How is the Zambian kwacha performing today against major international currencies? Let's find out. Those are your money market updates. Please note that rates may change without prior notice, depending on prevailing market conditions. We now take a brief recap of the stories that made headlines. 29-year-old LUSAKA lawyer Innocent NYAMBE and his 43-year-old elder sister, THERESA NYAMBE, who were allegedly shot dead by THERESA'S husband, have been put to rest. Chief SHAIBILA of the LALA-SPEAKING people of MKUSHI district in Central Province has called for a crackdown on illegal and undocumented immigrants in its chiefdom. The Electoral Commission of Zambia has assured the nation that the over 400,000 excess ballot papers printed in presidential ballots are well accounted for. The Food Reserve Agency says it is waiting for the safe and recommended moisture levels in maize to begin purchasing from farmers. Thank you so much for staying with us. For these and other stories, like our Facebook page, that is PTV2 Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and production crew, my name is Nikki Shaboy.